Hello, everyone. This is Bobbin Threadbare, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. Where we last left off, the tournament arc was continuing.
So, any thoughts on Vivienne?
Her beauty's striking.
That is not what I ask.
Still too early to say anything I'd be willing to stand behind. Managed to figure one thing out. She uses powerful magic, masking illusions.
Do you mean to say she might in truth look different than she seems?
Only guessing right now. Found some clues. Got me wondering if your beloved Vivienne's not a Bruxa.
A Bruxa? You mean a vampiress?
Not sure yet.
We've still some time before Vivienne arrives. Let us drink. To Vivienne, may you find the means to aid her.
To Vivienne.
When I first laid eyes on her, I finally understood what all those poems and ballads were trying to say.
Love's not poetry alone. Sometimes it's prose. Sometimes it's just plain ugly.
You say that only because you do not know Vivienne as I do. A life with her would be sweetness itself.
Actually, you don't know her all that well either.
Your presence at this tourney is an affront to my honor. I demand satisfaction.
Head to the nearest brothel then.
Coward. Mounted combat in the main arena. I challenge you.
Since you insist, I'm all yours.
You shall bitterly regret deserting my mother's army once I'm done with you. May the blood I will spill wash away the stain of your cowardice.
Let's get this over with. Quick.
3, 2, 1.
Run, Roach.
So, accepting this duel
Come on.
is one of the ways to gain the, what you need in order to get Erendite. And the only way this happens is if you attend the tourney as Geralt of Rivia. If you go in your disguise name, then the prince here does not recognize you. There we go. And when you're actually able to line up shots, you do a lot of damage. Come on, come on. Turn around. There we go.
For reasons unknown except to them, the gods have chosen to punish me with defeat. But do not think your cowardice will be forgotten.
Damn it. You still going on about that? Need to clear this up once and for all. Had to abandon your mother's camp back then because someone else needed my help. Badly. Couldn't refuse them. Didn't want to, in fact.
You mean to say you had a secret mission, set off to accomplish it, having vowed to tell no one of its nature, until you did?
Something like that. Minus the vow. And, I'd still rather not divulge the nature of my secret mission. Can you accept that as justification?
In agreeing to duel, you proved yourself a true knight. Thus, I accept your word as that of a man of honor.
Glad to hear it. Now I got work to do.
Where'd the horse go? But yeah, Geralt was in the middle of his chase for Ciri, so he enjoyed being a knight for a little while, but then, reality came knocking and he had to leave.
My heart swells to behold this beautiful celebration of valor and honor, and to witness you, who embody the chivalric virtues in your lives, strive for greatness. Yet, after a time of combat must come a time of peace and respite. Thus, I invite all who fought in the tourney to this feast held in your, and none other's, honor. And should any among you crave solitude, private tents await you nearby. The group melee shall take place on the morrow. Glory shall be within grasp for each and every one of you. The best among you shall have the honor to face our reigning champion, the famed Gregoire de Gourgon, victor of last year's tourney. Celebrate, make merry, revel as you will, yet be mindful of the trial that awaits you tomorrow.
Follow her. We shall meet in your tent before your last contest. You must help her.
I mean, unless she really is a Bruxa.
That grey domed scoundrel, ever seeking Lady Vivienne. Some kind of maniac.
If she is a vampire, then Geralt's the one who's gonna need help.
Strange. Was sure I'd find her here. Vanished. Melted into thin air. And that bird. She a Bruxa?
Magic cream. Expensive.
Flew off. Worth going after. Looks like the bird's leading me somewhere.
Bit late at night for a bird. 9:30. They get up awfully early in the morning, but this is definitely not that early. Oh, hey there, Panther. Just have to have combat in every last subsection of the quest, don't we? Anyway, even if you lose visual track of the bird, it's it always has that orange circle surrounding it in the minimap, so... Damn it. Panther's relentless. Nearly took me out, even. Damn. Well, luckily I know which way the bird went again because of the minimap. Let's just hope there's not too many panthers on the way before I... Oh. Okay, yeah. Panther dodged back so far it broke combat with me. But it wasn't done attacking, no sir. That's what wild animals do, you know. Attack humans relentlessly. No matter how dangerous those humans turn out to be. Yeah, I know it's a video game thing, but when it happens this often, this many times in a row, it does get kind of a little grating. They're not even enchanted panthers or anything. They're just random wilderness panthers. Alright. Songbirds decided it's time to go again. I've had enough fun murdering wild animals, so...
Bird flew off over the hill. Might be quicker to pass through the cave.
Alright then. What the heck? I think that's a new kind of undead. A white. But we found the songbird again. Marvel's starting to make sense with this bird involved.
Witcher.
Lady Vivienne? Counted on me getting lost.
I did. I thought you no different from the knights. Good at tourneys, hopeless in the face of true danger. I was mistaken.
So you're not actually a Bruxa.
A what?
Suspicion I had that you might be a vampire. Certain details seemed to confirm it. Then I changed my mind. Anyway, unimportant. Hear you come to this clearing often.
This is where it all began. And as I was not able to evade you, save myself from you, then I want it done here. In this very spot, with no witnesses.
Want what done?
While you are a witcher, you were hired to kill me, were you not? Then do so, now. And do it quickly, I beg you. I shan't resist.
Witchers only hunt monsters. And even then, not all. You're no monster.
Then what am I to your eyes?
Most likely you've been cursed. Don't know who by or why yet, but hope to find that out soon.
If you've no contract on my life, why take an interest at all? Did Guillaume put you up to it? Is that why?
He wanted to help you. Asked me to do him a favor. Frankly, if I can do something for you, I'll do it, willingly.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause the Duchess trusts me? 'Cause I'm a freak, too? 'Cause cases like yours are my bread and butter? Take your pick.
You shall not turn on me. Use what I say against me. You shall not tell anyone?
Well, I may have to tell my client.
Can't promise anything till I hear what you have to say. Decisions based on appearances? Not a good idea. Regretted making those too often in the past.
So be it. I shall tell you what my mama once told me. When she was with child, expecting me, she and my father spent much time together near the wood, here in this clearing. Mama loved to listen to the orioles sing. She would stroke her belly and say, "My daughter should be as beautiful as that bird. Such is my wish." But a creature dwelt in the wood who envied my parents their happiness. One day it appeared before them to say the whole wood belonged to it, and they had dared to delight in something that was not theirs. It demanded payment, and when my parents said that they had nothing, it claimed their unborn daughter as its own.
Parents ever describe the creature?
They called it a nymph born of the deep woods, with no mother or father. But I was too young, too distraught by the curse's onset to ask after details.
What happened after that?
Nothing at first. I came into the world a perfectly normal child, and my parents forgot that day's events. But 15 summers into my life, the curse began to show. Initially only when the moon was full. But now it's advanced so that even in daytime I must use magic ointment to mask its symptoms, to look normal. Thus I thought someone had discovered my secret, then hired you to kill me. In fact, I was resigned to death in coming here. Perhaps death would be preferable to my complete and permanent transformation. For I fear that is what lies in store.
Ointment you use includes a potent magic ingredient. You don't have the immunity mages have. Use heavy doses, or normal doses too long, and it could be dangerous to you.
I sensed this. The very reason I knew I would have to give it up in the end, and bid my human form a final farewell.
The curse. It could be reversible. Once ran into a baron transformed into a cormorant, ostensibly for good. Managed to cure him completely.
And you truly think you could do something like this for me?
Can't guarantee a thing. Tough case, yours. You were cursed before birth. That alone complicates things. Also, you claim the curse is increasing its hold. Symptoms are progressing. Could try transferring the curse onto someone else.
What? Out of the question. I shall not allow it to ruin an innocent's life. Is this the only method you know?
Only one that's completely safe.
So there is another.
Pretty quick to reject help. Why is that? The curse once transferred would probably have a weaker hold on the new host. Lots weaker.
I do not even wish to hear of it.
All right, there is another. Ancient ritual. We'd need an Oriole egg. Should release the curse's grip permanently. Gotta warn you, though. Could have serious consequences.
Consequences? What kind?
Curse was cast before you came into this world. Ritual involved transferring it to an as-yet unhatched chick. You'd be free. Thing is, you could be left with the average lifespan of an Oriole.
7 years. I understand. Alas, every rose has its thorn, and there are no happy endings. Yet truth be told, I never thought I would get one. I came here prepared to die, yet you wish to give me 7 years of life. Real life, free life. This is no dilemma. I agree, wholeheartedly.
I see why. I understand. Don't have to decide just yet. Think it through.
I will. They must miss me at the Tawny Grounds by now. Shall we? Return.
Let's. But are you gonna...
Yes. I cannot appear there all in feathers. Pardon me for a moment.
Well, that's curious.
You can change at will?
No, but I discovered the water of this pool helps. Its effects are brief, but I can always be sure of them.
Interesting.
Come.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Then speak, man. Can you not see I'm out of my mind with worry? What ails her?
She asked me not to talk about it.
But I want only the best for her. Perhaps I shall be able to help or, I don't know, console her at the least.
Luckily, I didn't promise anything.
We were both right, actually. It is a curse. One that's transforming Vivian into a bird. Her condition's getting worse.
Gods! A curse that is a worse affliction than disease. What now? Can you help her?
That'll depend on her. I'll try if she asks me. Significant risks involved, though. Shortening her life to about another 7 years included.
What? This is not what we agreed.
Tough case. Curse's hold on her grows stronger every day. And I'm a witcher, not a miracle worker. Heard of one other method that could work. Curse could be lifted via her reflection, say in a pool of water. Thing is, we'd need someone who'd willingly assume the burden of the curse. Take it on in her stead.
You mean become a bird themselves?
Theoretically. See, curse grows weaker once it's transferred. Might end up as just an appetite for seeds and worms. All outcomes are on the table, though. Death included.
I am prepared to sacrifice. Give my life for her. Just as King Fridank's knight did for the beautiful Queen Sero.
Knew that already. But are you prepared to swallow bugs for the rest of your life?
Yes. Which method do you believe to be best for Vivian?
Don't know yet.
But you have some notion, have you not? Do not tell me you seriously consider drastically shortening her life when I stand prepared to shoulder the burden.
Method using a pool of water's better. Poses no threat to Vivian.
Naturally. You must know you can count on me. I shall bear it all. But Vivian, I fear she might be too proud to agree to such a thing.
I'll meet her after the last contest. Talk to her. She could agree.
I'm counting on you, Witcher, and I'm content we finally know something. What now? We know all, so you need not see the tourney through. You could withdraw. True, I shall get an earful from the Herald should you fail to show for the last contest, but it's nothing I can't handle. So, what will it be?
I don't back out of anything. I'll take part in the last skirmish. Besides, Vivian will be busy till the tourney's end.
Indeed. In that case, you must meet the other knights of your team. They await near the arena's entrance, by the training ground.
Got it. Thanks.
Winning the tourney is another way to get points. Erendite points, if that's not clear.
I know now the two teams' rosters. I shall be captain of ours. That means you shall do as I say for the duration of the fight. Is this clear? Palmer and Alonful will lead the opposing team. With this skirmish, we commemorate the Battle of Fox Hollow of 1218, when a Hans of Southern outlaws led by Halar the Brown attacked Tucson only to be driven off by brave knights, thus setting a precedent. Since that day, knights errant have guarded the duchy's borders. Palmerin drew the short straw, so his team shall play the barbarian Halar's men. Any questions?
None.
I doubt you'll do us any good. You know nothing of knightly combat as a witcher. Try at least to stay out of our way.
It is time, gentlemen. Take your weapons and proceed to the arena.
Might not know about knightly combat, but I do know about group combat.
A cheer for the knights, the ladies, the lords. For our next entertainment, the team shall cross swords. 2 rifle crews, 2 coteries shall fight full tilt till one's dropped to its knees. Who virtue ignores or lance blows unclean shall forever be branded as shameful, obscene. While the knights prepare, let me say I'm elated to behold such a crowd on edge, breath-baited. Whoever here wins the past champion shall face. All others must leave, heads bowed in disgrace. Let us begin! Crowd, race a ruckus! Blood, sweat, and tears shall soon follow in buckets.
Artuso!
Alright. Let's get this done. Doing well. I've drawn aggro from 3 enemy team members, so alright, looks like I got hit pretty hard just then. That's one down on their side. It's going fairly well. Oh, but 2 of my team just fell. In rather short order. Oh, and now we're down to 1 person on my team. The guy with the shield, quite naturally.
Alone he fights on, but inside does he weep for those who have gone.
Unfortunately, it looks like all of my teammates have fallen, and only 2 of my opponents have gone down. Oh, there goes number 3.
One step, not one.
Lust to do evil. Beat it out of you.
That's enough of that.
And can't even count on the ship damage to get these guys down.
Cut! Slice! Smash!
You got massive pools of hit points. Luckily, it's just down to me and him now.
You chose poorly, Witcher!
And parrying does not seem to be as effective against him. Effective enough, though, I guess.
The world's never seen a fight quite so glorious. For showing such verve, each knight was victorious. Yet in tourneys as in life, but one champion may reign. Today he is the one. Praised be his name. He felt a whole host, slew the most. To Geralt of Rivia, who the strength of lions boasts. He sailed through all trials, each test he passed with ease, but now awaits the last. Will it bring him to his knees? For Gregoire de Gorgon, who on this ground's last won, shall spar him for the title, and the day is done. To the tired Tremenda, we salute your endeavors. Return to your wives, your loves, your whomevers. It is time. Step into the arena. Should you suffer grievous harm during combat, have you any last wishes, any missives you wish passed to your loved ones?
Thanks, I'm fine.
The Witcher of Rivia, Geralt his name. Though aged be his visage, do not disdain. His locks true are white, but he was born to fight. Now entering the grounds, a titan of infamy, Gregoire de Gorgon, victor of Lastis tourney.
I wish both combatants good fortune and fame.
Pacing the grounds, the titans locked stairs, ferocious and spry as wolves hunting hares. Mesdames et messieurs, our victor, our champion, the unequaled and silent Gregoire de Gorgon! Hip, hip, hooray! Hooray! Now a few words from my sponsor, 24 Vineyard. For strong bones and deep drink to foe. A wine for your table, a wine for your soul.
So you may have noticed, but this is a guy that you really cannot afford to parry. So your best bet is to stay out of his sword range. And just in general, don't stay too close to him for long. The dodge move is quite effective at getting out of his range, though. Especially when you dodge towards his sword, because by the time you finish dodging, you will be beyond where his sword is threatening. As it is, he doesn't have too big of a move repertoire, and so if you keep mobile, if you dodge correctly, and if you don't stay too close to him for too long, you won't have too much trouble fighting this guy. Oh. And be careful when he changes his sword stance. I'm pretty sure that means that he's going to parry you.
Geralt of Rivia! This year's champion! A sight to behold! He defeated Gregoire de Gorgon! Hail, Geralt! Herald!
I have no idea why he's doing his own echoes there.
As patron of this grand tourney, I've the honor to decorate our grand champion. His vow he made upon the harem, doubtless the gravity of his knightly pledge upon the noble vow, carried him to this splendid victory. He showed great courage, great strength, great composure. He fought nobly with honor, and thus rightfully deserves the title of this year's Champion of the Arena!
I need to talk to you.
Not now. We shall meet later in my tent. I've duties to attend to, as do you. Folk regard you. The least you should do is wave.
Looks a bit like the sword hilt from Princess Bride. Less fancy, though.
Greetings, my lady. Have you decided?
I have. I stand by all I have said. I wish to endanger no one and thus choose the method involving an egg. If it's to be the egg of an oriole, I know where to find one. There is a nest in my clearing. Might you explain the nature of the ritual? Its exact course?
Sure. Want to tell you something, though. Think we should try the alternate method first.
I was clear. It is out of the question.
Let me finish. Second method's less than reliable. To put it simply, might work, might not.
But it will. I shall save you, O lovely Vivian.
Why are you here, sir? This is a private conversation.
He's not your foe. Got good intentions. You guessed right. He hired me. But only because he wanted to help you.
Be not angry, my lady. You no longer bear this burden alone. I know all.
You told him!
I know a curse afflicts you. A curse which grows more severe by the day. I understand how you feel. My aunt, Countess de Launfal, once contracted a strange illness which ate away at her from the inside. She grew weaker by the day, the light fading from her eyes. I remember her saying the worst was not the pain, but losing mastery of her own body. She was so helpless. I fear you feel the same. The Witcher knows a way to lift the curse from you and let it rest on me. I wish to do this, to take it from you, Vivian.
Why?
Because I love you. I might have died in the arena. I sought to slay a Shaelmar for you. But now I see the fool I was. Now I see how I risked my life for no purpose. Yet, with this, I can truly do something for you.
I do not wish to inflict this horror on anyone. You saw how it looks, Witcher. I turn to you as one elder and hopefully one wiser as well. Do you think this a good idea?
Worth a try, as I see it. Original curse fell on an unborn child. Doubt it'll take hold as strongly when transferred to a full-grown man.
You've now heard the expert opinion. Let us do this together, Vivian.
Very well. I was prepared to die. Thus I am also prepared to attempt something mad. Now we must go to my pool in the woods, yes?
Everything's agreed, so no point wasting any more time. Let's go.
Right at midnight, huh?
The aunt you mentioned. What became of her?
She passed on. Die, beast!
Oh, for crying out loud, another panther, huh? Just couldn't let that one lie, huh?
So, this is my true form. It is not too late. You may still change your mind. It will bring no shame.
My mind is made up. My resolve is firm. If you can handle it, so will I. You are beautiful to me, even as you stand now.
In fact, some folks are kind of into that sort of thing.
Oh, that's clearly rubbish.
Shut your eyes, both of you, and don't move.
Guillaume,
Yes, my love?
if you become as I am now, I wish you to know I shall not leave you.
Picture yourselves reflected in a pool of water. Focus on that. Now, open your eyes. Damn, think it might have worked. Honestly didn't think this'd work. Doubted anything would happen. Read about this ritual in grimoires. Descriptions all seemed dramatic, embellished. All stipulated a condition that seemed improbable.
What condition was this?
A real bond between those involved. True love. How do you feel? In general, you feel it change, Guillaume?
I was struck hard, as if by a battering ram, but now I feel not at all different. apart from a slight itch on my skin. Are you certain it worked?
Yes, something happened, definitely. Must be an intersection beneath this pond. Powerful magic at work here. Look at Vivian.
What now?
Up to you now. Here's hoping you'll solve your own problems and never run into any that require a Witcher. Still, watch yourselves carefully. Notice any troubling symptoms, find me.
Naturally. I thank you, Geralt. Oh, and your payment.
At last! I've so much to make up for. Balls to attend, distant lands to see.
Free at last, as a bird.
Ha! I find you droll. I had not noticed before.
But you will not fly away without me.
That remains to be seen, I think. But I too must thank you, Witcher.
Don't mention it. You take care, both.
You crazy kids, go have fun. One hell of a pool, though, huh? Let me just gather the panther remains here. And just out of curiosity, thought there might be some hidden goodies underneath the pool. And that doesn't seem to be the case. As it is... looks like we've ended up east of Beauclair. Actually quite some distance from the tourney grounds. Which made me wonder this far away, huh? Alright, Palace Gardens looks like the closest of the signposts, at least this direction. And yeah, now that the tourney's over, let's get our weapons and armor back in the right. There we go, much better. Witcher gear. Huh. Looks like only the chest piece is the Geralt of Rivia official equipment. And Iris, the sword from the last DLC, appears to be better than the Geralt of Rivia sword. As such, I think I'll stick with it for now because, well, Iris has some very special bonus stuff that comes with it. As it is, I'm thinking the renovations of Corvo Bianco may be completed by now. Let me just check. No place like home. Yeah, looks like it's not telling me to wait for anything, so... As a matter of fact, let's get some light on here. See if it looks any better. Alright, yep, we've got the armor and the whetstone handy at home here. Oh yeah, that already looks pretty good. Yeah, much nicer now. And we've got some bonus armor stands and weapon racks. So, let's get the Geralt of Rivia armor up. And for the wall, we could put Geralt's shield. Although the lighting's better on this one. There we go.
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed. And
I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display. Likewise, I have prepared a few spots in which new paintings might be hung. In other news, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery. I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
If you say I should see it, I'll go see it right now, BB.
I mean, yeah, sure. And just in this little breakfast nook, I'll put the Starry Night painting. Or maybe actually out here in the main hall. Yeah, I want everyone who can possibly see it to see it.
Strange. Something behind this wall, I think.
And that's the unusual discovery.
A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.
So this is the location where you can take the special, unique creature mutagens that are required in order to make the special concoctions that sacrifice most of your toxicity. Huh. Went to Barnard, which is a northern school for mages. This must have been written a long time ago, back before Toussaint was part of Nilfgaard. That's nice. So the one on the right there, that gives you one more use of bombs and potions, like it just said. I now have one more bomb and one more potion per type. And yeah, that took a long time to do, so I've skipped ahead a couple of times, just in case you hadn't noticed. Helps that there's no soundtrack for this part. But yeah, the big thing is that the special monster type mutagens, once converted, can be blue, green, or red. And that's important because I need greater red mutagens for this. Specifically for this. Because that's the last one, the one I didn't have. And so now I have one last slot that I can put a red ability in. And if you see the mouse waving around, that's because I'm rather excited. It's finally happened. It took 95 levels to get here, but I've gotten here. I've filled it up. It is completely full. And now I can reflect arrows. Geralt could always parry arrows, but now I can reflect them back at the bastards who shot them.
BB, know anything about the laboratory in the cellar? One of the previous owners take an interest in alchemy?
A laboratory? Alchemy? I know nothing of it. But I understand that to a witcher this must be a very intriguing find.
It is. It was walled up. Equipment's pretty ancient too, so it must have belonged to someone who lived at Corvo Bianco before you started working here. Whoever it was sure knew their stuff, though. Got dragonglass vials and flasks, stills, sublimators, vengerometers.
Forgive me, sir, but I fear I don't follow.
Just saying, it's top-notch equipment. True masterpieces of craftsmanship for use in alchemy. Brewing a concoction with this stuff versus doing it over an open fire? Well, there's no comparison.
Then I am all the more delighted you discovered it, sir.
Ever play Gwent, BB?
Funny you should ask, sir. I was quite adept in my younger years, but that was so long ago. I fear I've limited my interest to collecting now. Managed to assemble quite the set of decks.
Huh, sounds interesting. Mind showing me what you got?
Not at all, sir, but only in action. A round or two, perhaps?
May the best man win.
Do you wish to play against any particular faction, sir?
Ooh, he's got a Skellige deck too.
Not really. You choose.
Yeah, BB here, among the many other things he does for you, is an opportunity to practice Gwent in friendly games. I'm not going to need too many decoys against a Scoia'tael deck. Oh, and I'm definitely going to get a good use out of that one. That's the ranged row weather card I picked up. Well, that's fair enough. Alright, oh, I got my third and fourth spy cards, and it looks like they are going to go unanswered. Nice. 14 cards to 8. And let's just upcycle the Skellen card here. And then Frost the front row. Need to beat an 11. Geralt will do that. Done. And just in case this hits a third round, there's the cow out. Make sure I've got at least something for then, for that eventuality. Doesn't seem like he's drawn a Scorch card, otherwise he definitely would have used it by now. I'm not being shy about doing them because I've got the Resurrection card ready and waiting. Plus a decoy I can use to spend it twice. Oh, yeah, free mid-range Warhorn, that's fair. Oh, so now you're going to use the spy card, are you? Funny you should use the Skellen card, though. It's the worst spy card in the entire game. Wouldn't think you would want to risk it. Oh, 2 more resurrection cards. Yeah, I am set for round 3 at this point. I'll tell you that. As it is, with 2 12s in the mid-row, I can take out with a bad weather card. I mean, good use of spy cards, resurrection cards to apply them, and now you use it. Well, maybe only now he drew it. That would make sense. I'm kind of regretting not having 2 frosts now. But still, I can even the odds a bit here. And yeah, she can only do so much when there's bad weather in the mid-row. Oh, too late. I've already won. Can't use any of the resurrection cards to be a bad winner, but...
Congratulate you on your victory. Shall we continue playing?
Maybe later. Got something I need to do right now.
As you wish, sir.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
Indeed, momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed, or additional armor stands, or weapon racks. Also some new furnishings, and a fresh coat of paint on the walls would do much to improve the guest quarters.
Could use another weapon rack. Got some interesting pieces I'd like to display.
I know of a carpentry shop in town which crafts the humblest lumber into true masterpieces. You need but give the word.
Fine. Order the racks.
Of course, at once. At most 1 day for them to arrive, is my estimation. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Along the path, I've often picked up well-crafted, beautifully ornamented armor. Some of those pieces would look great on display here.
I agree. It would lend the place a certain witch's air. Shall I order new stands at once, sir?
Yes. Just please make sure they're solidly made and nicely finished.
It goes without saying, sir. There is nothing worse than splendid armor upon a subpar stand. By this time tomorrow, they shall be ready to display your finest finds. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Was wondering about the guest room. Not that I'm expecting company, but...
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfortable guest room. What if someone were to drop by unannounced?
Yeah, sooner we start on that the better.
I can tell a man of action immediately. I'll see to it myself. The room shall be ready in 2 days, in my opinion. Is there anything...
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely important. But say the word, and I shall order you a bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
Great. Order me a fine bed, please. Think I deserve one at my age.
True indeed, true indeed. I shall send a runner at once. The bet will be in place by this time tomorrow. Is there anything...
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
What a splendidly wise idea. Now that the general refurbishment is done, why not see to the grounds? Perhaps renovate the stables, or return Madame Boleus's garden to its former verdancy?
You know Roach, my horse? Well, we've been through a lot together. And since I've finally got a decent place to stay, I think she deserves one too.
Oh, a sturdy stable testifies to a most honorable owner. Just say the word, and I'll have them start working on it at once.
My Roach deserves the best. Have them refurbish the stables.
I shall get to work at once. Yet finding workmen and completing construction takes time, though likely no more than 2 days. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
So, sometimes I have to brew a potion, but I can't find the herbs I need growing anywhere nearby.
Well, you're in luck, sir. The flower garden, once kept by Madame Nina, Monsieur Boleus's wife, seems the ideal place to cultivate herbs. In fact, it's roomy enough to plant shrubbery.
Good idea, Barnabas Basil. Herbs there will save me hours of painstaking searching and harvesting.
The idea is yours, sir. I am but the humble executor of your will. I believe we shall have sown the first seeds in 2 days' time. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
I think that's just about cleared everything up. Let's just see the guest quarters before the renovation, just so we've got a point to contrast against. And yeah, sure enough, the loft area does seem a little under-furnished compared to the rest of the house now. But I've already got some armor and weapon racks out and ready. So I figure it's about time I pull some more stuff out of my stash. Maybe move this out, maybe into the guest quarters. I'm pretty sure there's a spot around here somewhere I can... There we go. Needed to hop up on something in order to get close enough to activate the spot. What else do we have here? We've got a several weapon racks. Can put the Geralt of Rivia sword there. Got no other spare weapons on me though, so let me see what's in the stash. I can always load things up with Witcher weapons, but I'd like to get some more unique items if I can. Putting Fate up there. Pretty sure that's a unique weapon. Sometimes I get confused and just preserve random stuff. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking Starry Night was a little asymmetrical there. Yeah, that's much better. Fills up the space nicely. Let me just admire it for a week or so.